What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Antonius the Gamer here, back once again with another installment of Grade the Limit. Now, for those of you who are new, Grade the Limit differs from Grade the Super in the sense of I am assigning a classroom letter grade, an A+ through F, when it comes to a character in an RPG, or a creature technically in an RPG, that goes beyond their usual limits in order to unleash a devastating attack. And since Final Fantasy worked me into that world, or brought me into the world of a desperation move, a character going past their natural abilities, I figured why not start off with Final Fantasy VII. Now, previously I had done the limit breaks for the individual characters, but this game also had a summoning mechanic where you could summon a creature that had an elemental affinity, in which it did like a screen shaking, enemy clearing attack that just had all the visual flair and spectacle. So I wanted to assign grades to these summons. Some of them will do well, some of them won't. Again, this is a sign of the times. It's a 1997 made game, but with no further ado, let's just kind of get right into it. Starting off with it looks like Death Blow by Chocobo. So literally a Moogle riding a Chocobo. All right, one for comedy. So essentially for like a death tackle, I'm gonna give Death Blow a C. Fat Chocobo. Again, it's another kind of gag summon. I'd say C as well. Diamond Dust from Shiva. Love this, the descent from the heavens, the snow slowly kind of just dropping down. Love the fact that she essentially just assembles all the ice particles into one hand and just casually blasts you away with it. I'm gonna give Shiva's Diamond Dust in this game a B+. Hellfire from Ifrit, or Ifrit. I love that it kind of like defies expectations of like, yeah, he pops up from the ground, right? Assumingly from hell, right? He's like a hell djinn, and he just kind of floating there menacingly. It's like, is this like a demon lion dog? Like, what is this? And this is the fact that he starts to fire from his mouth, right? He doesn't like kind of conjure it up with his hands. He just kind of ignites his jawline, and that engulfs him in flames, and he just rushes past the enemy. It is another B+. Judgment Bolt from Ramuh. Gotta love these intros. Love the build up, love the framing, love just the looking down on like your little peon. I'm about to like cook you with my little electric wand. I'm gonna give Ramuh's Judgment Bolt an A. Anger of the Land, must be Titan. Love the animation of him literally picking up the terrain and tossing the enemy over, flipping them over on themselves as they get crushed. It's another A. Steel-bladed sword. Is that Odin? Yes, it is. Horror farming as he rides his six-legged horse. The introduction, the silhouette, the fact that you're like, oh, he's riding a horse. Like, no, he's not riding any horse. He's riding a 6-legged horse. Like, everything just continues to escalate and build up of like, what is happening? And he hits you with the 3-hit cuts. And not only is it just like the pause and effect of like, no, you literally see the animation of the enemy splitting apart. Man. Odin's steel-bladed sword gets an A+. Gunge Lance. So fun fact, Odin had 2 different summon animations. So he could do a pretty much one-hitter quitter, which we just saw. But he also had a special animation for bosses, because obviously you can't insta-kill a boss with a summon, because otherwise it breaks the game. The rain, the dark clouds. Himothy appears once again with a different weapon. I won't even pierce you. I'll pierce the heavens. Now, while I will say I don't think it's hard to beat Steel-Bladed Sword. I think it's just like if Steel-Bladed Sword is an A+, Gunge Lance has to be an A. Like, there's nothing lower. Again, the cinematic quality of like he just chucks it. He just chucks the spear and it splits the skies. And just that impact falls back and hits the enemy dead on. It's an A. Tidal Wave. I'm guessing Leviathan. These animations, yo. The giant sea serpent. I love the fact that it shows it from the enemy's perspective of just like, you just see it just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'll give Leviathan's Tidal Wave a B+. Megaflare, so that's Bahamut. Look at this winged dragon as it descends. I love the fact that they added the effect of his like jaw shaking as he's like trying to hold back the power. He gets an A+. Tetra Disaster. So lightning, ice, a flare explosion. Oh, I can't remember his name. Kujata, I want to say. I like that his intro is essentially also his attack simultaneously. I think it's Kujata. I'm going to give him a B. Judgment. The ground gives away. Oh, for Alexander. The giant robot castle. His summoning animation seemed longer than his actual attack. That's probably gonna be our first F. Love his design though. Phoenix Flame from Phoenix. From the fires reborn. Behold. It's nice. Nice little visual flair to it. I'll give it like a C, only because it automatically revives any of your downed allies. So for utility, you don't get much more useful than that. Gigaflare. I think this is Bahamut Neo or Neo Bahamut. Yes, it is. Because He is not gonna fly down to you. No, I'm gonna take you up to my domain, the heavens themselves. And he's even bigger. There we go. I can't hold it back. No. Actually, we haven't pulled this one out in a little bit of time. Cinema. Absolute cinema. A+. Black Cauldron. I think that's Hades. Bibbity bobbity boo. Those damage and status effects. The animation was like a little bit too long. I'm like, all right, come on. I'm gonna give it like a C-. Disintegration. Oh, I think this was Typhon, I want to say, or Belphegor. I can't remember which one that is. Oh, I don't know what I was expecting them to fall into, but it wasn't going to be acid. For uniqueness alone, it's an A. Terra Flare. Bahamut 0. So if you came from the heavens, took you to the heavens, the next stop gotta be space. And not just space, deep space. In a galaxy far, far away. On the other side of the moon. It's like with this kind of build up, you're like, oh, so the Earth's gonna just split in two. So while the beam itself seems a little small, based on those angles, the impact explosion is unbelievable. A+. You can see what the budget went when it came to the summons. Ultimate End. Oh, the Knights of the Round Table. So now I can actually give this a grade. This is one of the longest summoning animations that I had ever seen ever. Because essentially the Knights of the Round are all, 13 members of King Arthur's court, including King Arthur? So they're hitting you with elemental attacks, weapon attacks, meteorites, fire, ice, earth. This summon would kill about 90% of the enemies in the game in one go. How they're going to pull this off in Final Fantasy VII Revelations, Lord only knows. King Arthur himself. There go Big Daddy with Excalibur. I mean, there's just no scenario in which you would not give that an A plus, right? I don't think it's possible. So it's here to hit you with a controversial take. It's an A plus. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all of the summons from Final Fantasy VII OG. We have now officially graded the limit on all of them. But what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think that they deserved a higher grade letter? Do you think they deserved a lower? Do you think these aged well, given the time that this game came out? Let me know. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.